Team going out while you leeching. They begging for clout, they be fiending. Get to the money, you sleeping. I'm doing everything these niggas dreaming. At first I was trying to get noticed. Been grinding so hard I was focused. You think that you cold, well I'm colder. I'm sick of these niggas Ebola. Bitch, I go hard like the pavement.
So this your boy KashCutProductions. I'm here, I'm live with Pop2Wavy. What's good, bro? Go ahead, talk your shit.
What's going down? It's Pop2Wavy. Shit, the waviest nigga you know.
Alright, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm good. So, it seems like you got your album dropping soon, Deja Vu.
For sure. Yeah.
How you feeling about it so far?
Shit, I know I probably always say this shit, but this probably gonna be my best shit that I've ever put out. I've always seemed to progress each project. If you're a real true supporter of me, then you know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like this shit gonna be the best shit that I've ever put out. I'm like 100% confident in this shit.
All right,
sure.
And when's the drop date?
If you know when my birthday is, then that's when it'll drop.
All right, so for the tape, like, what could we expect as far as, what are you bringing? How you coming on this tape?
Shit, I would say probably a little bit more of me. I get way more personal on this tape. You know what I'm saying? When I first started putting out music, I was just putting shit out just to, you know what I'm saying, try to get my name out there. But I've been working on this shit for like a year, or really, yeah, like a year and a half. So I really been taking my time and, you know what I'm saying, really going to the pad and making sure everything is straight, decent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like you've been promoting the tape for a year. I've seen that cover for a minute, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, so, will we see any artists in the city on it?
Oh yeah, of course. It's a few people that I really fuck with on there.
No spoilers though, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
I got you.
on there.
All right, so the two projects you got out right now, you got Perfect Timing and you got The Underdog. So let's talk about Perfect Timing, your first tape. Can you break down the production process of that? Like what it took to get those songs out? You know, just take us all the way back.
Shit, like I said, man, when I first started putting out music, man, I was really just recording shit and just throwing shit on there, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really taking my time like, oh shit, this song is good, this song ain't, I'm a trash, you know what I'm saying? It was whatever I recorded, that's what was going on there. So those two projects is like basically me trying to get my name out there, you know what I'm saying? It was one of those type deals.
Mm-hmm. So for Perfect Timing, was that like recorded in a professional studio? Like how'd you go about making those tracks?
Shit, I went to my homie Frenchie. I don't know if you know Virgin Ear Legend Studios. Yeah, I went over there and my partner Frenchie recorded all of that shit for me. Really, like I said, the inspiration, it really wasn't no inspiration. I was just trying to get my name out there, bro.
Right. What about the second tape though? Because, you know, it's a difference in the production sound, the quality and everything. So what'd you do different for the second tape?
Shit, honestly, bro, I haven't found anybody in the city that could find the sound that I was looking for. So that Perfect Timing, no disrespect, but that Perfect Timing, like it was decent, but it wasn't what I was looking for, you know what I'm saying? So with The Underdog, I went to a whole different engineer. I went to my homie Saint, you know what I'm saying? He did all that shit on there, so you can tell the difference between Perfect Timing and The Underdog just from the engineering, you know what I'm saying?
So looking back at your first two projects, like which one would you say was your most improved on? I'm not talking about production wise. I'm talking about like
just quality,
music wise, like.
Definitely The Underdog. I got. I think that so the Perfect Time. I think that's where I got like a little buzz. But whenever I dropped The Underdog, that's when like people start fucking with me a little bit more heavier. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like The Underdog is probably the one that really took me up a notch. I'll say took me up a notch.
All right. So Deja Vu. Why you gotta name it that?
So shit. Really, that name came from me having dreams. You know what I'm saying? I would have these dreams, and then the shit would happen in real life. You know what I'm saying? It would be like just some small shit, nothing major, but like some little shit will happen in my dream, and maybe like 3 or 4 months down the line, it should end up happening. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, shit crazy. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna just call my album Deja Vu, you know what I'm saying?
And this is an album, it's not a mixtape,
yeah,
it's your first album?
Yeah,
So
it's an album
everything on here, paid beats, everything.
for sure.
All right, that's what's up. So what's your expectations for the tape? Like, how do you plan on promoting it and getting it out there since it's your first album?
Shit, basically, really, that's why it took me so long to finally drop the shit, because I've been, you know what I'm saying, doing some research, doing a little bit of homework, trying to figure out what I could do differently from the other drops that I did. Because from the first two, I've never really did no type of promotion, no marketing, nothing. Everything was just pushed behind me. Like, I don't have a team, I don't got no manager, I don't got nobody. So everything that you see is like organically from me. You know what I'm saying? So I really, like I said, I've really been doing my homework, trying to reach out to, you know, different. Damn, I can't even think of the damn word. I've been trying to reach out to different people to, you know, help market and promote this album like it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. So you mentioned being an independent artist. Are you looking to fuck with anybody, like build a team, or are you just doing everything by yourself? Just 'cause you're still trying to find yourself and build yourself.
True. I feel like I do want a team, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be able to make it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna make it by themselves. So I do want a team, but I just don't have the right people, or I haven't met the right people that I think would fit with me. So I'm just doing shit by myself. You know, but if anybody, you know what I'm saying, want to work with me, they can always hit me up. But like I said, they gotta be the right people.
Right, facts. All right, so I seen you out at like a few shows and shit. So like, where do you think San Antonio is at with the music?
Right now.
Before you go, because I just did an interview with Glizzy, and he said the city doesn't have a sound. Like, everybody's trying to, you know, bring different cultures, different sounds into the city. So he said San Antonio really doesn't have a sound. It'd be random if he could say anything. Like, what's your views on that? Like, where do you think the city's at with the music?
That's true. I think we at a good point right now, and I feel like it took a while to kind of get there, but I think we at a good point. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of dope ass different artists from the city that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't know of, or they don't get the recognition of. We at a good point right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we all just work together, you know what I'm saying, like if we all came together, start putting money together, putting our brains together, you know what I'm saying, we would be at a different point in the city. You know what I'm saying? We would actually become a music city. But you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people out here with pride and egos, and everybody want to be the top dog. So you know what I'm saying, niggas ain't really trying to come together like that.
But do you think like we're finally starting to break that barrier? Because like, for instance, let's say Vino and Tay Tay, they're working with all of these artists. You know what I mean? Lil Durk. So it's too many. It's really too many to name. So do you feel like once they do their thing, you know, they get to where they want, that's gonna shed more light onto the city?
Definitely. Salute to them boys too, man. I've been knowing them niggas since high school. But yeah, definitely. Once they, you know what I'm saying, do their shit, I definitely feel like that's gonna shed a whole bunch of light out here, because you know what I'm saying, they already see it's two producers from the city working with major artists, you know what I'm saying, so consistently, so the artists are gonna be like, well, damn, what's going on in San Antonio? You know what I'm saying, I'm trying to fuck with the niggas in San Antonio. So that's definitely like a big ass light that's gonna be shed on us, and I'm excited for that shit.
So
sure.
Like, who's some of the artists that you feel are making noise in the city right now? Straight artists, no producers.
Of course, we got Peso Capone, Eliza 1K, my nigga Bands. You mean like that's like who I fuck with, or like who's like just like who's known?
Who do you think is really putting the city on the map right now? That
as far as artists?
As far as artists, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, for sure, Peso, Eliza, shit, niggas gonna be mad at me.
You think
Ralu for sure. He been ducked off though, you know what I'm saying? He just now started getting back into the scene, but I think whenever he, you know what I'm saying, drop his album or whatever, I think that's gonna really pop off. But yeah, for sure, Ralu. shit, I can't really think of anybody else that's really like putting on like that.
All right, so let's go back to you. Like, you also been performing at shows and shit. Now that the virus shit hit, like, did it slow up a lot of shows for you? Did you have a lot of plans?
Yeah, I actually wanted to do another Wave Day. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, this COVID shit just fucked everything up. But honestly, I look at it as it's kind of a blessing because it really gave me time to sit back and really think about myself, you know what I'm saying, and really focus on my craft in this time and really just focus on my music and all the behind the scenes shit. So I really look at it as in like it's cool to me, so I'm not really tripping.
For those who don't know, like, what's Wave Day?
Wave Day was a show that I put together like 2 years ago for my birthday. I put a whole bunch of local artists on that bitch. I headlined it and that shit went crazy. Like, a lot of people in the city know about Wave Day, so for sure.
All right, so once you drop Deja Vu, like, how else do you plan to set the tone for the rest of the year?
Shit, I got already like 3 videos locked in, you know what I'm saying? About to get another one shot too. So whenever that bitch drop, I'm gonna wait a little bit and then I'm gonna start dropping videos and, like I said, doing the promotion, you know what I'm saying? Just really pushing the shit out this album because I know like it really could be something.
Do you feel like you gotta branch out to the other cities rather than in the city?
As far as promotion?
As far as everything, yeah.
Definitely.
Promotion, working with people?
Definitely. That's probably one of the main things that artists really need to start doing, to stop doing shit just locally and start reaching out to, you know what I'm saying, different cities, Austin, Houston, try to expand your resources, you know what I'm saying, because that's really going to help you out in the long run.
Mm-hmm. All right, so go ahead and take us back to a little bit about you. Like, go ahead and talk about growing up.
Shit, growing up, I had a pretty good life, you know what I'm saying. I had both of my parents till I was about 7. Then they split up, you know what I'm saying? I lived in 2 different households. 1 week I'll be at my dad's, 1 week I'll be at my mom's. So I always looked at it like it was kind of cool. Shit, really, I'm coming from the northeast side. Like I said, I really had a pretty good life. I played sports since I was like 6 years old. I played football, basketball, track. Shit, I thought football was really gonna be my first love. But shit, I figured out my senior year that I wasn't as passionate about it anymore, so I just stopped playing that shit.
And what happened? Like, what made you realize that?
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Just skipping classes and not wanting to go to practice and shit like that. I'm like, man, I ain't really passionate about this shit like how I was. And then, shit, I would always get injured, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck that. I gotta go. If I play college ball, them niggas gonna fuck me up out there. I'm already little as hell. So I'm like, yeah, fuck that football shit.
Alright, so football was the main goal at that point, but what were you doing on the side? Were you just making music on the side, or music didn't even come into play yet?
Like in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no. I was definitely not thinking about music. Shit, my dad made music like in the early 2000s, so like I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I was around him in the studio, I was at his shows, so like I've always been around music, but I was just too scared to do it, you know what I'm saying? I've always been one of those quiet kids, you know what I'm saying? I was always the quiet nigga in the group, never said shit. Everybody like, damn, what the fuck this nigga on? They don't never know because I don't never say shit, you know what I'm saying? I like to evaluate everything, you know what I'm saying? I peep everything, I see all that shit. So, like I said, I've always been around music because of my pop, so I've always wanted to do it, but like I said, I was just scared, and I really ain't get the courage until like 2 years after I graduated high school. I'm like, fuck it, let me just try and see what this shit is, you know what I'm saying, see how good I sounded. And once I did that shit, I just fell in love with it, man. I was like, fuck.
Alright, so take us back to your first time recording a song. Like, how did that go? What did it take? I know you just said fuck it, but it had to take something.
I mean, shit, you know what I'm saying, I wrote my little song. I thought that shit was hard as hell too. I had a little home studio in my crib, so me and my homie were just in that bitch recording. So when I first recorded that shit, I was excited as hell just to hear the way I sound, but it was kind of awkward too because I ain't gonna lie, it took me a long time to get used to my voice hearing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I never really talked like that, so it was kind of weird hearing my voice, you know what I'm saying, through the speakers and shit like that.
Alright, so after you dropped that first song, like, what was next for you? Did you show people? What was everybody thinking?
Shit, I just fucking, Actually, the first song I've ever recorded never even dropped because that shit was just so trash. But I started making maybe like 2 more songs after that. Then I dropped probably like the 3rd song, and then I was like, fuck it, let's just see what everybody think. Shit, I had a few people that was fucking with it, but that was it, nigga. It was probably like 4 people listening to that shit. But
what emotions were going through your head like after you dropped the song? Were you feeling accomplished? Were you feeling motivated?
definitely, I was definitely motivated, man. It's just something about that feeling of, you know what I'm saying, other people messing with your art, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good ass feeling for me. So like I got addicted to that feeling and just started, you know what I'm saying, kept going with this shit.
And then like after making that song, was that when you decided to go full-fledged with the music? Like what took you to say, this is what I want to do?
Shit, when I came up with my first fucking project, so actually what everybody don't know is I got like I put out 5 projects like throughout my whole career. So that first project that I did, I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna just go ahead. I made that bitch in a week and recorded it, all of that shit, and just threw that bitch out there. And it actually did better than I thought for it being like, it was just a freestyle tape. So it actually did better than I thought. It got like 1K views in a week. Like that's good for your first project you putting out, you know what I'm saying? Nobody don't even know you, so you get like 1K views. So that was pretty decent to me. So I was definitely fucking with that.
And I know you said your dad was fucking with the music at first. Did he teach you some of the game as far as like the business side of, you know, you gotta put your music here, do this, get your royalties and shit like that?
I say it's like a 50-50. He taught me some shit about the business, and of course I had to learn some shit on my own. But I will say that he was always in my corner, like pointing me in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, do this right, or this, you know what I'm saying, that don't sound, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But like I said, it's 50-50. The other side is me having to figure shit out on my own.
All right, so everybody has trials and tribulations going along with the music shit. What obstacles did you face along the way? Like, was there a point in time where you couldn't afford equipment and you had to, you know, go get a job to get the equipment? Or what obstacles did you face?
Shit, I had probably like the whenever I was making The Underdog, I had lost my job, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't go to the studio and record, so I'd just be at home writing. And shit, man, that's pretty much it for that shit. As far as like recently though, a nigga almost quit, you know what I'm saying? That's why it took me so long to put this album together, because it was just so much personal shit going on in my life, and you know what I'm saying, me not being where I wanted to be in life and shit. So really I fell back from like after The Underdog, that's when I, like, you know what I'm saying, I fell back. I ain't put out music in 2 years, bro. It's been since 2018. So nigga really almost quit, but I had a couple of people in my corner, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, keep going, fool, like, don't stop doing this shit. This is something you love. So, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate them niggas for that shit. So that shit really kept a nigga going.
So during that period of time where you kind of like put everything to a pause, like what were you doing in the meantime? Just working your job and just staying out the way? Man,
just working my job, ain't doing shit, wasn't even worried about music, you know what I'm saying? Of course I would fuck with my niggas that's putting out music, you know what I'm saying, but I wasn't doing shit, bro. Nigga was just sad to the bitch. I ain't even gonna lie.
What brought you back to music?
The love for it, you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't, after I figured I couldn't stop after like maybe like a month, man, I'm like, man, I can't stop doing this shit. And then, like I said, I had a few people in my corner telling me, like, man, don't stop, you know what I'm saying? You never know where this shit could take you, especially my pops, man. He was really on my ass about that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I really thank him for that, and my homie Slim. Shit, he always was in my corner telling me, you know what I'm saying, keep going. So I appreciate them niggas for that shit.
So go ahead and just explain your name for us, Pop2Wavy.
Shit, okay, so the Pop came from my mom nicknaming me Poppy when I was born. So my whole family called me Poppy or Pop. So I took Pop, and then the Wavy, or the 2Wavy, just came from my style, you know what I'm saying? I've always been that different ass nigga. Like in middle school, I would wear like 6 pair of socks on one foot, you know what I'm saying? Like 6 on this foot, 6 on the other foot. Niggas like, damn, what the fuck? But I just always been that nigga, that different nigga, just do some shit that'll stand out.
All right, and speaking of your style, like, who did you come up listening to that plays a part in your music today?
So that's like a two-answer question for me. So who I came up listening to, the first shit that I started listening to was like some real Texas shit, like UGK, Zero, M-Ball, MJG, shit like that, because of my pops. Like I said, I will always be with that nigga, and that would always be playing in his car and shit. So I, you know what I'm saying, I was basically raised from Texas music. But as far as like music that like inspired me or that sounds similar, I would say Lil Lonnie. I don't know if you know about him, but yeah, rest in peace, Lil Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite artist, and he really the one that made me want to do music, you know what I'm saying, just by listening to him. So sucks that he passed away or whatever, but shit, yeah, that was definitely my favorite, still my favorite artist, one of them. But yeah, definitely listening to his music, that shit really motivated me, you know what I'm saying. If you know who Lil Lonnie is, then you definitely know the type of music he make, and I feel like we definitely in the same category for sure.
So how do you stay in your lane of music? You know, mostly everybody in the city is on the trap music, but you stay in a different type of lane. How?
Shit, I'm gonna just keep it real, bro. I ain't no fucking thug, bro. I don't got no thug in me at all, you know what I'm saying? So I always told myself, whenever I started making music, I would try to be as real as I could be to myself, you know what I'm saying? So in all of my music, you don't hear me talking about trapping, you don't hear me talking about smoking, you don't hear me talking about drinking, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, you know what I'm saying? I don't do
like getting lit, shit
exactly,
like
shit just, you know what I'm saying? Really just shit that I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, some lit shit like you said or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't know of that shit, because of course I got homies that's in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I got a homie locked up right now, you know what I'm saying? But I just always fell back from that shit, you know what I'm saying? I didn't follow everybody, I just did my own shit. So
So you also do photography too. Like what got you into that?
Shit, honestly, my girl, man, just probably like 3 years ago, she'd be on Instagram taking little pictures of the clouds and shit. I'm like, damn, that shit kind of lit. So I started doing that shit, and I was like, let me just pick up a camera and shit. I picked it up and shit. That's another thing that I love to do. That's like music and photography is therapy to me now, you know what I'm saying? So I just do that shit on my free time, whatever.
And the fact that you do that, does that take some stress off you being an artist, because you can actually create your own content and shit, take your own pictures, record yourself? Does that take a lot of stress off?
Yeah, I would say so. It take a little bit of stress, just by doing that shit, I guess.
All right, so what's next for you? I know we got the tape dropping, we got some videos dropping. But what else is next? Do we see some big features coming out?
I guess you could say like maybe one big feature that's on the tape, but shit, I'm gonna try to be more consistent, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I haven't been throughout my career, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been consistent at all. Like I said, I just took a fat ass break, and I would, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really do my homework like I was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, as far as the marketing and promotion side. So I'm gonna definitely try to do what I need to do this time around, and just keep going with that shit.
All right, so where can we contact you at?
Shit, you can contact me at Pop2Wavy on Instagram, Pop2Wavy with 2 V's, or on Twitter at RichTruth28.
All right, and for anybody watching right now, any local artists or anybody watching right now, do you have any last words you want to say to them? Words of inspiration?
Shit, man, just no matter the situation, no matter what you're going through, just don't give up, you know what I'm saying? Just keep going, chase your dreams. Don't let anybody get in the way of your dreams. Not your parents, not your family, nobody. Like, cause you never know how shit gonna turn out for you, you know what I'm saying? God has a plan for everybody, so just have faith and just stick it out, man. Tough it out.
All right, bro. Appreciate you coming to the show.
For
You
sure.
got Deja Vu coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Everybody look out for that.
Next month.